Big money talk. This is big money talk. Big money
Oh
talk.
no, back roll.
Big money talk. Big money talk. Big money talk. This is big money talk. Alright, guys. Welcome to another episode of Big Money Talk. And we over here with a special guest all the way from Miami. This is one of Nelson's partners out there. Up and coming rapper, Abattoir. Welcome, Abattoir. Welcome to Big Money Talk Radio.
Thank you for having me.
Now,
How are you?
Before we get into anything, is there anywhere that they can find your music at so they can hear what you're working with?
Yes. It'll be on SoundCloud. It's called Perfect Abattoir. That's the name of my SoundCloud. Perfect Abattoir. I have all my tracks there. I have over 100 tracks. You feel me?
How you spell Abattoir?
It's Abattoir. Perfect Abattoir.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So, what made you? What? All right.
And also my IG. If they want to go to my IG, because I have a link to my SoundCloud on my IG.
Okay. So, what's your IG?
Okay, my IG is Abattoir_Woken.
Woken.
WOKEN.
Okay.
Abattoir_Woken.
All right. IG Abattoir_.
Yeah, and I have all my freestyles there. I have freestyle sessions on Instagram, on IGTV. So if you guys want to check out my freestyles, I have countless of freestyles over there, man. So you could come check me out. Thank you.
All right, no doubt. So what got you into hip hop and this culture?
To be honest, growing up, I didn't start actually becoming serious about rap until I was 22 years old.
Where did you grow up at?
I was born in Mexico City, Mexico, but I came to Miami, Florida at 9 months old, and I've been here ever since.
In Miami?
Yes.
What part of Miami?
I came here at 9 months old, and I went all around the city. I've been everywhere. I lived everywhere in Miami, pretty much, except for Hialeah for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So shout out some of the neighborhoods you've been from.
Little Havana.
Okay.
Abattoir.
All right. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I also did more. I did almost a lot of my time was in Kendall. I spent a lot of time in Kendall.
Shout out to
I
them.
lived in Kendall from 1994 all the way to basically 2015.
So that's
hometown. Where I did a lot of work there in Kendall. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, that's hometown.
Yeah. Everybody knows me in Kendall, man. If they lived in Kendall, when I lived in Kendall, in that little area, they're gonna know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Shout out to Kendall, Miami.
Yeah.
So you growing up over there. So what attracted you to hip hop? What attracted
Well, to be honest, yeah, man. I just the first rap song that I ever actually listened to that I actually liked was in 4th grade. It was Snoop Doggy Dogg Gin and Juice. Snoop Doggy Dogg Gin and Juice and Salt and Pepper What a Man era back in '94. You feel me? That's when I started listening to rap. And I really liked Salt and Pepper back then. They was looking good. You know what I'm saying?
but that's what I remember them too. I remember the whole hip hop thing because that was my era too. Yeah.
Yeah, so you understand that, back in '94, I started listening to music in '94 in 4th grade. And I listened to the top 20 video countdown at night. That's where I really started. And then I started watching Beavis and Butthead. Actually watching Beavis and Butthead, they used to watch the videos. If you used to watch Beavis and Butthead, for anybody who's watched it, or whatever, they watch the videos all the time in the show before they're just watching a music video and they critique it or whatever. And that's where I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna start watching videos. And I would just, I was little and I thought it was cool, and I was enjoying myself. And after that, I get older. I really got into rap and hip hop, from day one. You feel me? So, it started back, in 94, 95, Coolio, stuff like that. You feel me? Warren G, Nate Dogg, and it just kept on going as time went on. Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mobb Deep, and then it just kept on going. In that era, from like, I felt that was the best era of rap and hip hop was probably from like 1994 to 1998 was the best era for rap and hip hop as far as like the influx of talent coming through. You feel me? That post NWA. You feel me?
Okay, okay.
And because NWA is the godfather of the gangster rap, and then after that, it was just a whole bunch of MCs just came out of nowhere. If you really remember, and it was just so much raw talent, and everybody had something to bring to the table. Like everybody was a contender back then. Anybody that came on and made it was like a contender to be one of the better ones. Like they went against each other as far as like in my mind, they're all so dope. There was mad competition back then. And I feel that's what really gravitated me to really enjoy rap and hip hop.
So,
And then I just kept liking it.
So rap was competitive to you.
Well, now that I'm older and then actually, I'm Abattoir now, I'm a rapper, I'm an MC. You feel me? But back then I'm just a little jit. But looking back now, looking back, that was just like the best of time for me personally. And back then rap was vicious. Back then rap was just like it just will eat your heart out. If you think about it.
So that's why. So it's embedded in you. Like rap is just always competitive. It's just always gonna be that way.
Yeah, man. It's always in my mind, man. I don't care how. Look, I don't care if I never make it big. I'm always gonna be competitive in rap and hip hop.
And that's the heart. That's the essence of rapping. Because if you really think about hip hop, everything's competitive from the graffitis to the breakdancing to the DJs. You know what I'm saying? To everything. Everybody was in hip hop. Everyone would be competing with each other. So that
Right. So everything. You're right. I never thought about it that way, but you're right. So then what I'm saying, like, and now I'm 37 years old now. You feel me? I'm no longer a little. When I started listening to music back then, you're young, so everything's more innocent. You feel me? But as I went through my life experiences, going along the way,
the influence is very impressionable at that age.
of course, it's like that in the human psyche for every human being. You feel me?
Yeah.
So naturally, I'm like us. We're gonna incline to those days more than and that's just the way it's always gonna be. But the difference in my mind, I don't know if you agree, but in my mind, rap and hip hop is different than any other genre. If you think about it, I thought about it as I look, okay, for example, like jazz is not competitive. Like they don't compare eras like that. Rock and roll, R&B, anything. You feel me? Trance, anything. Think about it. Rap and hip hop, I feel like by the time the Rakim days and really NWA, look, NWA, post NWA and on, I feel is like you could always put everything together from like, let's say, I say to be honest, from 94 to 2021, you could compare all the talents from that time and you could put them all out there and you'll see who's the best MCs for real. You could do that with rap and hip hop. You could always compare the years gone by. It's different to me. You feel me?
Yeah. So are you coming with that competitive nature with your music?
Very much so. I have to, man, because I love it. I love it, and Look, man, I don't know if you watch Dragon Ball Z or ever watched Dragon Ball Z. Um, I look at it, Dragon Ball Z, the reason why I love Dragon Ball Z so much is not so much the battling, the actual physical fighting, or the throwing of laser beams or whatever. It's the shit talking. Look, they talk to you, they tell you what's gonna happen to you or what they're gonna do to you, but without cussing. I done battles with MCs. I don't talk to them like I'm a Dragon, like I'm Vegeta, I'm Perfect Cell, I'm anybody. I talk to them like that, but in my mind, I'm in the rap arena, and I tell them what's up, and they get confused, and I destroy MCs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be honest with you. When I battle MCs, like like no, I could get it too. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I will definitely have some things to throw at anybody in a rap battle. Like you feel me?
Oh
I'm not
shit.
gonna be like
My
I'm
rap.
not just gonna be yeah. I'm not gonna get tapped out like that. You feel me?
Nah, yo,
But
my rapping nature is about to come out. Like, yo, son, I challenge you right now. Like,
I'm gonna be like, look, man, I don't battle cat. I haven't battled too much. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, not yet. But I'm hopefully real soon in the next coming weeks. I enter a battle league.
that's what I was
I've
gonna
been
ask
talking
you
to somebody
too.
on Instagram about that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you too about that. Are you battling? Because it sounds like you're a competitor. So, are you planning to battle
I've battled
rappers?
before, not too many times, like compared to like other people. But the thing is, like I know I could battle because like when I do my freestyles, if you listen to them on my Instagram, because I could do a whole instrumental without stopping. Like if you put an instrumental that's 3 minutes 44 seconds, I rap the whole beat without ever messing up one time on a freestyle,
Okay,
rhyming everything
okay.
and making sense and shit. You feel me?
Okay, so so you saying you're planning to battle soon?
Yes.
What's the
I'm gonna
league?
enter this league.
What's the league's name?
Well, I have the information right here. Actually, if you give me a second, I can look for it.
All right, cool. Yeah,
It's
shout
on
out the
my
league.
IG. It's okay, so I have it right here. It's okay, look, so it's called, his name is Broski. Dead Brokishi. You can follow him on Instagram. He's the one in charge of the rap battles and other things.
What's his name
It's
on the?
called
What's his name on the?
it's a who's next.
What's
That's
his
the name
name
of the
on
bracket.
Instagram? What's his name on IG?
His IG name
Yeah.
is Dead Brokishi. DeadBrokeishy.
All right, cool. That way people could get it clear and follow him and see if they're interested in battle rap. You know what I mean? Especially in the Miami area. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm very excited about that. And my money's right now. It's getting right now. Finally, it seems like, man. So I'm very happy about that. So it takes money to make money, and I'm ready now to give him my all in rap and hip hop as Abattoir. You feel me? I want to give him hell. To be honest with you, man.
Haha, yo, give him hell, man. Yo, you do what you're supposed to do. Just do what you're
Yes, man.
supposed to do.
Yeah. I'm very. I look. I just want to raise hell. I want to give them hell. Like I want them. Look, just given the right opportunity, I'll give them hell.
How old were you? How old were you when you made your first song?
When I made my first song, I was 22 years old.
Okay, 22.
It was off of Twister beat, Kamikaze.
Mm.
Um, and then I remember that verse, and I did it in one take. You feel me? I had done it in one take, and I had ripped it. It was a small verse, probably like eight bar verse, because I went so fast, and it probably like a 12-bar verse, and that was my first verse. And then I did an intro and outro, sounded dope. You feel me? But yeah, that was my first time.
Okay, and is that song up there too on your SoundCloud?
I probably have about 200 songs, give or take, maybe a little less than 200 that have been deleted from my past life. You feel me?
Okay. From your what? From your
So,
past life?
from my, yeah, like from the past,
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
so it's not there anymore. Maybe one day, you feel me, I could get them back, but I don't have them. He told me he deleted them. You feel me?
So yeah, so we all right. So that's what's up, dude. So Miami. Yo, what's up? Kick a little freestyle. You ready for it?
All right, all right. Oh, well, you do you have a beat?
Do some acapella stuff.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Um, yo. I'm Jason Voorhees. I'm these MCs. So 0 degrees Celsius. You know, when I see my enemies at my radius, I become carnivorous. You know what I'm saying? These omnivores. I'm Abattoir. I slice and dice. I hug, smash, bash, crash, bash. What are you going to do when I go against you and your crew? Y'all ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense in delaying. What's the sense in portraying the inevitable? I am coming punishable. You know what I'm saying? Quite equivocally, we come in with the melancholy. Matter family, we divide the bodies up like fractions, laws of infraction. You know, we coming in totality, with brutality, beyond the actuality, the split
Okay.
personalities. We
Okay.
come in with
Yeah. Nah.
anxiety,
You got it. You
schizophrenic.
got it. You got it, Avatar.
All
You
right.
got it. You got it.
All right, thank you, thank you.
You
I could
got
have
it.
kept going, man. You
No,
know
no,
what I'm
I know
saying?
you can keep going, but I wanna. They have a whole bunch. They have all them songs on your SoundCloud that they could go listen to. Right now, they want. They
Well,
should. They.
yeah,
You know what I
I
mean? They want.
understand. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I have fun right now doing that, man.
No,
To
no,
be
that
honest.
shit was dope. I just wanted to hear it, like a MC to an MC. Like I want to let me hear. He's talking this lyric stuff, yo, and I ain't gonna hold you. You backed it up because the lyrics was top notch, making sense, and it was there. You know what I'm saying? Like what you were
Well,
saying.
I was just picking up steam. You feel me? Like
Nah, I
I was
gotta
just
prove
reading
it. I gotta let
ripping.
the people's listening. You know what I'm saying? The people's listening. So if they gonna, you know what I mean? They gotta hear what they hear. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man. And I had a lot of fun.
No, you did your thing on that one. That was not, that wasn't bad at all. That wasn't bad at all. Wasn't
Yeah,
bad at
man.
all.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
It
that,
was it
man. I was
was
just picking up steam, man.
no no I know I could tell I was like yeah he warming up and he about
Man,
to
if I'm feeling right, you feel me? I could go on for 10 minutes, man.
nah, yo I know the feeling that shit is crazy like yo, but yeah man so after but so you said that yeah that you you used to listen to rock. What do you still listen to rock?
Yes, sometimes I listen to Smashing Pumpkins, Alanis Morissette, uh, and that's pretty much it as far as rock goes. You feel me? I like listening to Smashing Pumpkins sometimes and Alanis Morissette, and maybe Green Day here and there. You feel me?
Did you write any poems recently?
Actually, a couple of months ago, I was on a journey of writing a poetry book, and I actually do. I have them in my computer. I was writing I was writing a book called uh, "Lost in the Allegory and the Eternal Madness." Short stories and poems from Alberto Ochoa. You feel me? That's my real name, my government name, and "Lost in the Allegory and the Eternal Madness" was a project I was working on, but I stopped. You feel me?
Why,
And I had already written like 10 poems. You feel me?
why don't you continue? Because that sounds interesting.
It's just you know, if you're a writer, and so it's very sometimes you don't have the energy to do that, and if you have to be in the mood, and it's something that I did, and I'm happy I did it. I'm probably gonna go back to it, but I just have a lot of things right now that that's on the workbook. You feel me? And and
Okay.
and I get to that one day.
No, it
But
just sounds interesting.
you're right. But you're right. You're right. I agree with you. It's just you really think so? Oh, man,
No, no, yeah, a book of poetry and internal madness, and as
It's
long as,
yeah, it's called Lost in the Allegory and the Eternal Madness.
but that's
You
what I'm
feel me?
saying. And if you really have like these bunch of poetries, right? You could to advertise the poetry book. you could spill some of the poetry in there. Just not, since you have so many, you're gonna have so many poetry in there. You could drop one or two for advertisement, so they could see what they're working with.
You think maybe like when I work on my next album, I could drop a couple poems. You feel me? Just as like how they have it
Audio,
skits. You feel me?
audio.
Skits. It could be skits, right, in the album.
Yeah, yeah, definitely,
For
definitely.
sure. You know what?
Oh,
You
that
know
how
what? To
that's how
be
you
honest with you,
advertise. That's how you
you
advertise
know
the
what?
two the
To be
two.
honest with you, man, you're right, man, and I'm gonna do them on my new album. Thank you for that.
No, you're welcome, man. My pleasure. But I think it's a good idea, like how you said you're gonna put it as skits. Make sure it's two poetry out of that book. That way, that's
Oh
what
yes,
that way
yes,
when you
yes.
advertise the book, you can let them hear like this is the poetry. And it's already out there, so it's not like you're gonna be losing anything from it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be gaining more anyway.
Yes, I agree. I agree, and I'm glad you told me that. And I will definitely 100% on my next album I'll be working on. I'm gonna put about 3 or 4 skits, probably 3 skits of me having a poetry. It's just poetry, and I add some ad libs in the background to make it cool. You feel me?
Yo, make sure those poetries are in the book too, man, because that's fire.
They in my computer, man. I print them out. You feel me?
No, no, no. I'm talking about when you make the book.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Put them, sneak them in there. Like, yo, these three right here too. You know what I mean? But that shit is dope. You know what too? I think will be a dope idea. You could probably have a poem from other poets, like just and looking like me. I could do poems too. I could drop a poem like as a guest, but I know I'm putting myself in it. But like you can get other poets too. Be like, yo, you want to put a poem in one of my book in my book as a guest feature? You know what I'm saying? Like you have guest
Yeah,
features of poems.
yeah,
But
man.
a matter of fact, that could be a collaboration that we do. Like you could do your book of poems, and then we'll have another edition where it's like a whole poets from the world. That's a good.
Yeah, man. We could even have like a special podcast of just people spitting their poems, man.
That's yeah. Big money talk. Big money talk. This is big money talk.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
the only rule is they can't be a bad. They can't be bad. Like,
I mean,
nah, I'm just
like, yeah, they can be on some. Yeah, I know what you mean. I wouldn't. I don't appreciate stuff like that anyway. Like, everything positivity. You know what I'm saying?
for sure, for sure.
But yeah, nah. But that's a good little angle to take, man. Because poetry, I think that's a lost art. I don't think it gets the recognition that it's supposed to. Because poetry is really in everything. If you really think about
Well,
it.
yeah, you're right, man. It's just we live in 2021, and but you know what? Probably in other parts of the country, it's not as much like that. You know what I'm saying?
Other parts
Uh,
of the world.
yeah, other parts of the world, man. It's probably other parts of the world that ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's fine. Time goes, but we could definitely, it's not lost per se, because there's slam poetry now. I don't know if you ever heard of slam poetry. People go on stage in front of thousands of people and spit their poems. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's just
But what is
but
that? What is that?
definitely
What is it called again? My bad. What is it called? Slam,
slam poetry. It's called slam poetry sessions.
like body
They have
slam.
no, it's slam poetry. Yeah, yeah, body slam. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, man, they have it. It's different now, man. We live in 2021. You feel me? A lot of things
Where
are
do they
lost
have that
arts these
at? It's
days,
on
man.
it's on YouTube or something.
No, they have them live. You go live and you watch it. They film it.
But in what channel? Like what? Where?
Uh, it's not really in a channel. You gotta go live. You feel me? They have it here in Miami. They've had it, but not anymore because of
Oh, I
COVID.
see what you mean. I see what you mean. You mean go live as
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
sit in the
It's a live
audience.
event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sit in the
yeah, yeah. It's
audience.
live
Okay.
events. They have them. They have them. And the thing is, to be honest with you, man, I didn't have a car for a very long time. You feel me? And here in Miami, not having a vehicle to transport yourself throughout the city is a hassle, man. And here in Miami, so I just got a car about a year ago, and it's COVID is the COVID era, so that means they don't have open mics or like slam sessions because I've been recommended by people at shows that I've gone to you know what I'm saying you need to go to slam poetry. They've told me that. You feel me?
You want to shout out the people?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good on that, man. You feel me? I'm good on that. Thank you, though. Thank you.
But that's I call it a lost art because it's not popularized.
Yeah, man. As far as rapping goes, man, I just, I barely do poetry, man. To be honest, I just do all my rap, my lyrics. You feel me? I just concentrate on rap. Poetry was just something I did for a minute, and then I realized I started training myself so I could prepare to write verses. I actually did a process on my own that I started writing poetry, and I would and I would look up definitions on the thesaurus and the glossary, and then I would I would look for the most hardest words. I write them, and then I incorporate them in poems. And then I started doing that. I was training myself to become a rapper. You feel me? And then after that, I graduated to writing actual verses. And then shortly thereafter, I graduated to rapping on beat and freestyling. And then next thing you know, I'm writing tracks and recording. You feel me?
I like that because you just gave everybody the formula on how to be a rapper.
Well, yes, you could say that. Yeah, that's definitely the best formula. You feel me? If you want to become a legit rapper, as far as like having your verses on point with lyrics and content, you feel me? And imagination and whatnot. You feel me? If you want that, you know what I'm saying?
Now, yeah, I
Type
definitely
deal.
do know what you're saying. That's why it's like you gave out the formula. You gave the blueprint out. Now, if you really want to be a dope lyricist, you would do you would try to be a you would try to do poetry first.
Right, right.
Master
But you know what
master
I'm saying.
that, and then you go
But
to
see, that's what but it is. But in this era, there's no real lyricism anymore in rap and hip hop. In popular rap and hip hop today, there's no such thing. You feel me? Uh, Somehow like people have moved on from that. You feel me? But it's all good because I don't mind that. I'm worried about me and what I'm trying to do. I'm not worried about what everybody else is trying to do. You feel me? I'm worried about what Abattoir wants to do in the future. You feel me?
now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just,
No, but
you know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Like,
I agree with you. Like nowadays, it's like it's the music just became hip hop became something fun. It's just fun. Like
yeah,
nobody wants to hear nothing sad, nothing smart, nothing. We just want to have fun. That's that's
yeah,
that's their
yeah.
attitude
But
with the music now.
yeah, man. But it is what it is. But I'm not worried about what they're doing. I'm worried about what I'm gonna do. You feel me? And it's all cool. You feel me? Um, I know that personally, I could hold my own against anybody as far as rap and hip hop goes. You feel me? In any kind of way, given the right opportunity, man. I'm gonna give him hell, man. You feel me? I'm gonna give him hell, man. That's all I could say. You feel me? Because I love rap and hip hop so much, right? Because rap and hip hop saved my life, and I'm very happy I have a platform that I can actually say that because I've been wanting to say that to somebody for a long time, and I haven't told nobody that, to be
You
honest. Not
said
like that.
rap saved your life.
Yeah, man. Rap and hip hop saved my life, man.
How?
Uh, because without rap and hip hop, man, I'd be dead, man. I would not be where I am today because it held me down through the rough parts of my life. You feel me? When I didn't have nothing, there was a long time all I had was rap and hip hop. You feel me? Uh, Even when I was too depressed to write or even listen to music, when everything was going really, really bad, right? In the back of my mind, I'm Abattoir and I'm an MC. And if you give me an opportunity, I'm gonna give him hell. That's my thinking. You feel me? And I'm like, if I could just get out of this somehow, if I got out of this somehow, then I'm gonna give him hell. You feel me?
Yo, I like that because that's what I think you just pointed out what hip hop was supposed to do for us growing up. Like when if what it did to us when we first did, like it helped us get through the struggle. It let us know that me and Nelson had a conversation about this. Like if we know you someone else is going through the same thing we're going through, it makes us feel better. So
Right.
like how you said, like it got you through the struggles because that's what hip hop is.
Oh, you're breaking up.
It's
You're breaking up.
yo, you hear me?
No, you're breaking up.
You hear me now?
Uh,
Yo,
no, not that
yo,
good. You hello?
yo.
You good now? You good now?
Yeah, like I was saying, like like it got you through the struggles, you know what I'm saying? Because it was relating to you. The music from it will relate to you while you go through the struggles, you know what I'm saying? Because it went through the struggles with you. So yeah, that's crazy because that's what hip hop was supposed to do. That's what hip hop was supposed to do.
Yeah, even in the early days of rap and hip hop, that's what it was supposed to do. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying, and you pointed and you clarified it on why hip hop saved your life. But yo, that's why I love hip hop, man. Hip hop is the greatest. You seen how fast hip hop took over the world? It was like early '80s. Hip hop went like mainstream, and then it was all over the world. Oh,
It's really
hip hop,
something, man. It's
hip
really
hop
something.
spread it faster than COVID-19.
Damn, man. That's facts right there, man. I can't argue that. You feel me? And
That
it's
is.
just, rap and hip hop has an influence all over the world. Look, I done traveled overseas. You feel me? I done been international in Europe, all over Europe, and rap and hip hop is rampant. Anywhere in Europe, there's rap and hip hop right in your face.
Yo,
Amsterdam, man,
yeah.
stuff like that. Madrid, anywhere, you know?
Yo, I have a theory, right?
No fed about it.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yo, I have a theory, right? Where was all right? I'm gonna put the pieces together. I'm just gonna say these things to say something else. All right. New York is the birthplace of hip hop, right?
I agree.
That's right. That's what the story says, right? That it started in New York.
Well, that's what they say. Yes,
Yeah. So, and what was New York called? Do you remember New York being called the melting pot?
I remember.
And the melting pot meant because of all the races that went to New York and lived there, because it was like damn near everybody, a race from every part of the world lived in New York, basically. Like that's where you find every single race in New York. And the little areas that they lived in, right? Because the races they stood by each other. They had like little China, little Italy, little Ireland, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They had all those
Yeah,
neighborhoods, and they used to be called ghettos. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way one race dominated that area, it was called a ghetto. But so I say that to say this, right? And by 1980s, the that's when they let the Europeans in first, right, to America, and then they let the Caribbeans in too, but after the Europeans, because it was way harder for Caribbeans to get into the states, but it was easier for like Europe for some reason. I don't know. They had like a ban. I looked this up. Late 70s, like mid 75s, they let the Caribbean people come in, and then
yeah,
and
yeah,
then and
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then 80s, in the 80s, that's when hip hop started blowing up, and you know who the person that coined, he didn't make hip hop up, but he gave it the name hip hop. Cool Herc, a Jamaican dude from the Caribbeans. You know what I'm saying? And but I think hip hop been a thing forever. Like it was just never named. It was just never given a name.
Yeah, man.
Like
And if you really think about it, you could say Shakespeare was rapping hip hop. You feel me? In a way,
no, but I'm talking about like the culture of hip hop.
right?
Like
But I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about Shakespeare. You feel me?
no, yeah, he was on some. He was. I never really studied Shakespeare, so I really
Well,
can't speak too
I
much on
read
him.
some Shakespeare in school, but I know that they had a form of theatrics that were like the influence, back in the early human history. You feel me? It's an art form. It's an art form called expression. It's an expression of art of your
Yeah,
emotions
oh, but yeah, but
verbally.
William
You feel me?
Shakespeare, that's poetry, right?
Yeah, but rap and hip hop, like it's poetry. You feel me?
Yeah,
It's poetry, and especially back in the times that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Rappers talked about what they went through in life. You feel me? How hard it was, and they used clever ways to like uh, describe the environment they live in. You feel me?
mm.
And they're doing it with beats, and it just and it's just a different, it's just it's art, it's poetry, man. They just spin this poetry, man. A verse is a poem to me. If I write a verse, I'm writing a poem. You feel me? And
Yeah.
that's the way I look at it. A verse is a poem. You feel me?
But that's why I say, like, I think hip hop been here, but not like here in New York, or it been in the world everywhere. We just didn't have a name until all the races got together. So I
Right,
think
right.
every single race contributed to hip hop, because look how easy it touched New York, and then the whole world got it.
There's the whole world,
Everybody,
man.
the whole world went to New York, and then when they all touched down in New York, something came out of them and went right back to the whole world. It's like it was like bing, and then now it spread it through the whole world from New York, boom. And because hip hop dominates, man. Like hip hop dominates, and that's why.
Yeah, man, and that's why me personally, like, uh, it's just I want to keep trying, man. You feel me? I wanna get to where I think I need to be. You feel me? And I'm gonna get there, bro. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna give him hell, man. You feel me? Because man, I just want to so bad. You feel me? It's just something in me that never died. You feel me? Like throughout my life, no matter what I was going through, like it was always there. You feel me?
The struggle, yeah, man. Represent the
Yeah,
struggle.
man.
So man, yo,
Just
so man, it was a pleasure speaking to you, man. It was great. We got in depth. Uh, we're gonna have probably another interview or something with you later. See how your progress is going, cause you know what I mean. I like to just keep up with Big Money Talk. You know what I'm saying?
thank you for having me, man. It's been a pleasure.
All right, no doubt, man. Peace.
Peace.
Big Money Talk. This is Big Money Talk. Big Money
Oh
Talk.
no, back roll.
Big Money Talk. Big Money Talk. Big Money Talk. This is Big Money Talk.